Next comic coming to the stage. He is from Akron, and his name is Mike. Everyone put your hands together for Mike.
So I want to tell you a little bit about day in the life. So this is a real typical day for me. I started out going to the bank, and I'm in line for the ATM. And did you know that you can now refinance your home at an ATM? See, I didn't know that either. But that is the only explanation for what the fucker in front of me was doing. After 10 minutes of him leaning out of his car, beep, 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 I would not have been a bit surprised if a trained monkey came out throwing confetti, dancing to a live mariachi band, helping him congratulate this guy to his new home equity line of credit. So this is how my day started. So I go from the bank and I go to the grocery store. And at the grocery store, there's hardly anybody there, but I do notice that there's a lady backing in to her parking space. And I'm going, what is this about? Who the hell needs to back into a parking space in an empty parking lot? But I started thinking about it. I said, you know what? There really are a couple of groups of people that need to be able to back into parking spaces. I said one, of course, is first responders. You know, police, fire, pizza delivery, because this is life and death. And you need to be able to get out. So I understand. I understand you need to be able to back into your parking spaces. So I thought about it some more, and I said, you know, there's another group of people that has to be able to back into their parking spaces. And these, ladies and gentlemen, are assholes. Because, well, why assholes? Because these folks will do just about anything to anybody at any time, and they need to be able to be ready to get out of Dodge lickety-split. So I said, well, right. So, first responders and assholes. And so I said, you know, if you ever see someone backing into a parking spot, just play this little game. Are they a first responder or are they an asshole? Now, if you are what I call a back-inner, or someone who backs into parking spaces, or, God forbid, you want to be one, just know this. I'm going to drop some truth on you now. Is that every time someone backs into a parking space, Jesus kicks a puppy. Now, hey, I'm not the one who makes the rules. So I'm thinking this way, and I said, well, I'm at the grocery store. I better go in and get the few things that I need. So I go in and grab the things I need, and now I'm in line. And the lady in front of me, unfortunately, had never been shopping at a retail establishment. Now, the reason I know this is that when the cashier says, that'll be $4.99, she seems surprised that she had to pay. And so she starts being confused, and so she finally realizes she's going to have to pay for her groceries, and she starts spelunking into her purse, trying to find some cash. She finally pulls out $4, hands it to the cashier, and then says the fateful words, wait a minute, I think I have the 99. At which point, I just wanted to jump over my cart and beat her to death with her Little Debbie snack cakes and kale chips. But I didn't. I wait my turn, and now it's my turn to pay for my stuff. And so I put my items on the conveyor belt. And little did I know, the folks at grocery stores are really kind of judgmental. Because I put my stuff on, and the first item is a cucumber. Boop. And the second, WD-40. Boop. And then duct tape. Boop. A 6-pack of beer. Boop. And then Pokemon cards. Boop. The cashier pauses as if deep in thought, and then looks me in the eye and winks. Holy shit, what is that about? Now I'm wondering if I'm going to be on some kind of NSA watch list or if Pervs Without Borders is going to be recruiting me. So I've realized I better get out of there pretty quick. Well, unfortunately, I hadn't backed into my parking space, so I couldn't get out real fast. But there was just one more thing I needed to do in the life of Michael. And that was to show up for my gig at this bachelorette party. You see, I have a job as an exotic dancer. And my specialty is in reverse stripping. Reverse stripping is where I show up to something like a bachelorette party naked. And they have to pay me to put my clothes back on. Very lucrative. Very lucrative. So I'll be doing something and I'll say, hey ladies, you want to see a little less of this? And they go, I say, well, you better make it rain. And there's nothing more exciting to hear 20 women chant in unison, put it on, put it on. And that's all my time. Thank you very much.